joy. And it's not looking at other people's lives and man saying like, I wish I had what they had. Like, I wish I had joy like they have. Like, I just have good news today. And it may not sound like this optimistic, like happy thing. It's because I want you to truly, I want you to know the Spirit is producing fruit in your life. Even when you feel like he's not. Even when you feel like it's not there. That joy is wrestling with your faith and not letting go. It's asking those tough questions. It's in the wondering, knowing he's going to make a way. But he hasn't made a way yet. And so you're still wondering through what that looks like to have faith in God. And man, that's okay. Joy is knowing that he will make a way. Joy is remembering when you started the family or that new job or that new career and the fears and the worries should have just crippled you. That instead they were outdone by God's still small voice that was saying, man, I've equipped you. I called you here. Man, what is joy? We were filled with laughter and we sang with joy. And the other nations said, what amazing things the Lord has done for them. Yes, the Lord has done amazing things for us. What joy? What is joy? Joy is a witness to the world. Joy is John the baptizer saying while he's baptizing believers like, man, I'm just simply here as a witness in the waiting. That I choose to be a witness. I choose to testify. Even though I'm still waiting for Jesus to show up, even though I'm in the midst of not knowing why, like there's no resolve in my faith. There's no resolve in my life. There's no resolve to the pain that I'm experiencing right now. It's choosing to say, man, but I'm a witness in the middle of waiting. And so that everyone around me will know and might believe in who God is. It's a witness, man, in the waiting. It's like shepherds. That song, like shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? And that's what joy is. It's singing and straining through it and struggling through it and singing the song when you don't believe what you're singing. It's a prayer without experiencing the promise. It's praise while sitting in a lot of pain. It's the wrestling and wondering, do I even believe this stuff anymore? And knowing God meets you in that. What is joy? Joy is this worship of who God is. It's a song in the suffering. It's waiting, knowing God will. It's a witness in the midst of waiting. Man, I want joy. And there's a lot of times in your life where you want joy and you feel like maybe God just doesn't speak to me. It's in those moments of questioning that you just choose to say, no, man, I'm going to choose to trust God in the waiting. I'm going to choose to sing while I'm suffering. I'm going to choose to trust God while I'm having trouble with my faith. Joy is saying, I'm still going to talk about how good God is, even when life sucks. Man, here, I just want this to be a space at Bright City that chooses to be okay with unresolved, but is also expectant that God will show up. God will comfort you. God will bring peace that surpasses all understanding. God will see you through the suffering. Jesus, who for the joy set before him, endured the suffering of the cross, the shame of the cross, the unsettling, gut-wrenching pain and complete abandonment of his Father. Why did he go through all of that stuff? Because there was joy. It was this confidence of knowing, my Father sent me to do this. And it hurts. And there's shame involved. And there's people around me that are mocking. And there's people around me that are saying, man, that's not who's God? God ain't real. And it's choosing in those moments of suffering to just say, I know that God will, that I have a quiet confidence in the midst of complete chaos, that my God sees me through. So man, let's be a people, a church, a bright city, a city on a hill, a group of friends that links arms and chooses to sing carols of God's kindness. Man, let's be loyal followers of Jesus who are okay with waiting, knowing God will. Man, let's be a fearless family, witnesses to the world. Psalm 126 is divided in two parts. In the first 3 verses is this remembering God delivering in the past. And they said, when the Lord brought back his exile to Jerusalem, man, it was like a dream. Remember that? We were filled with laughter. Man, we sang for joy. In the other nations, they even said, man, what amazing things the Lord has done for them. Remembering when God pulled through for them. And they're rejoicing that that was a witness to these other nations. These other nations meant the others were the peoples that didn't believe that God was real. And it was in the midst of their rejoicing that that they bore a witness. And these nations were like, man, what amazing things the Lord has done for them. And then in this song, they're saying this, like they're remembering, they're choosing to sing, but right now, this is what's going on in their lives. And this is what's in verse 4 through 6. It says, restore our fortunes, Lord. In other words, I don't feel like rejoicing. What I'm experiencing now is not exciting. The world around me is in complete ruin. So restore our fortunes, Lord, as streams renew the desert. Those who plant in tears will harvest with shouts of joy. They weep as they go to plant their seed. It's work. It's hard. It's difficult. There's questions. There's tears. There's sweat. There's blood and pain and doubt and worry. But joy is knowing there will be a harvest. But they sing as they return with the harvest. Always be joyful. Never stop praying. Be thankful in all circumstances. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. And the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace.